So, Battlefield 1. Have to say, right off the bat, I love this game. The gameplay is fantastic, immersive, and very easy to pick up. FPS veterans will have no problems, and newcomers should pick it up really fast. It has a handful of nitpicky downsides, but nothing bad enough to take away from the game, and how much fun it can be. The dynamics of the classes is great, and they serve their purposes really well. Just an hour or so in a class, and the role starts to feel like second nature. The all-out damage-dealing assault class with its tank-busting capabilities and squad-clearing power is a solid all-rounder and a good place to start. Yes. Oh, disabled. The endlessly useful Medic, with its instant healing and revive gadgets, save a lot of players the long run back to the battle, and have a great set of weapons that makes them feel consistent and worth playing without ever coming across as overpowered. Yeah.
An enemy dreadnought has arrived.
Feels good. The support class, with a range of hard-hitting guns and some very salt-making side weapons, add up to an amazing feeling of brute force with a very important team role to play.
Ecco, munizioni. Forza, ecco dei proiettili.
And the Scout. They are everywhere. Nothing slows you down like one to the head. Sniping here feels easier than in many games, but still takes a steady hand and plenty of patience to get right. While the gadgets sometimes feel, well, it's awesome fun to play with. In a lot of games, you can feel at a disadvantage if you play solo in the multiplayer. But personally, I think it has captured a chaotic sense of war where, even if you are alone, most of the people around you will have your back. Having never been in a war, I'm only guessing, but from historical documents and heartfelt personal accounts people have shared, it feels pretty solid. The way the class system is set up, it makes it rewarding to play with everyone around you. Assault can be used to stop people running up on scouts while they're covering long lanes on a position, support can lay down covering fire while keeping everyone stocked up, and medics can keep everyone alive. If I have to explain why that's a good thing, I can't help you. You can't really talk about Battlefield without talking about vehicles. They're an integral part of almost every game mode, from tanks to airships to armored trains, bombers, fighters. There are so many options, if you can get in one there. I personally tend to avoid them, as I enjoy boots on the ground gameplay, and, well, honestly, I suck at vehicles. A nice range of game modes lets you play as tactically or not so much as you want, and lets you play longer or shorter games as you see fit. In some of the smaller game maps, spawns can get really bad, but again it doesn't take much away from the experience. The operations are huge, and really give a sense of scale to the war, and give a nice bit of historical information on your way in. If I had to complain about anything here, it would be the samey cutscenes you have to sit through. It's nice to have a feel of personal story going in, but it would have been great if it was different each time. Ranging from the cocky volunteer to the unwilling scared conscript to the old-timer jaded by conflict before. As for the campaign, I have mixed feelings. The stories are inarguably short, but I can't help but feel like had they been much longer, they would have felt drawn out and repetitive. Honestly, I liked the depth of content rather than the amount. There were some wonderful emotional moments that, while could be really obvious, I mean, it's a war game, people are going to die, still felt important and connected. And I'm not gonna lie, The prologue hit me a lot harder than I expected it to. Now for some of the nitpicky problems. Why do I have to be in-game to make a loadout? When I'm in-game, I want to play, not mess about with the menu. Customization in general feels just lacking. I like the emblem maker in the app, as fiddly as it is, but that seems to be it for any meaningful customization. The soldier seems to be randomly generated from game to game, which makes it feel impersonal and kind of empty. The gun skins only apply to one variation of the gun rather than the gun model itself. Unlocks overall seem far too spread out and rather pointless a lot of the time. These are small problems that take nothing away, but should have been thought out better in my opinion. For all of the faults that are there, I just can't help but ignore them all for everything that works. The visuals are great. The gameplay in all modes is amazing. The sound, both music and in-game, it just works. I can lose myself in this game for hours at a time, and I can easily recommend this game to anyone. Thanks for watching.